Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Pick Up the Truth. Hope y'all well today and in good spirits. Now, today we're going to take a look at what mask requirements are in place in the state of Florida. And a man by the name of Jacob Ogles put out this article, and it's titled Beyond the Veil. Well, you played right into my hands, Jacob, because we're looking behind the Masonic veil to see what the plans they have against us are. Thank you for that. And no doubt, Jacob, you're doing the bidding of the people who control you in this world. Just like we're all slaves. We're all slaves to do the bidding of the world we're programmed in. Now, let's get started and see what they have to tell us. Now, cities and counties have put a variety of mandates in place, and they're going to do the same in each and every state, and I'll tell you why. Because it's a lot harder for us to collaborate together to blame one person or a small group of people. I mean, it's a lot harder for us to go to our individual local city and county commissioners or board members or mayors, But people are going to be trying, and this is a way for the Masonic ones to implement their rule over the population and to deflect accountability or blame for what they've done to us. And that's forcing us to do what they want us to do in sadistic ways. And we're going to take a look at those sadistic ways they get us to do whatever they want us to do, and how they use us in their plot against our own selves. So let's take a look and see what they got going on in the state I live in. Now, healthcare leaders since the initial days of COVID-19 discouraged hoarding precious personal protective equipment. Probably talking about masks and gloves and other shit that they programmed the people to hoard and purchase. And don't think that they didn't love when they programmed your mind to cycle the money they enslaved you with, because that shit's not free. Okay, let's continue. But cloth face coverings have become more than the fashion. See, they're even calling them a fashion. They've not only got the people programmed to wear these masks that obviously aren't good for us. It's not healthy for us to breathe in what we're naturally meant to breathe out. And I don't give a shit what useful idiot wants to tell me any different, because I know the truth. I was created to know natural truth of creation, and that's part of it. It's how we breathe naturally. So get the fuck out of here if you want to come up and say something different. I'm sick of these people programmed to put their opinion in my face and want to tell me something they're programmed to believe in, when it's not even truth, not anywhere close to truth. It's just the absurdities they've been programmed to believe in. They have no idea. the world they were born into. I'm not in a good mood today, folks. I'm sorry. I'm going to try to bear through this absurdity and get through it without getting pissed off. And I don't think it's going to work, so let's continue. Now, both cloth face coverings have become more than the fashion accessory in the pandemic era. They've already got this logged in the history they recorded in the time they enslave us in and control. Let's not forget that, okay? They create anything in the history books they want, and they have us programmed to go along with it. Now, with healthcare professionals strongly encouraging use, of course they are, because they want to cycle the money that they enslave us with, okay? An increasing number of Florida jurisdictions now require masks in public and at designated businesses. The governor, Ron DeSantis, said he has no plans to issue a statewide mask requirement at this time. You see, he's refusing to take the blame for any mask requirements that are enforced on you. This is how they're going to do it. They reflect any blame on the higher Masons in this Masonic construct. Now, as I said, he has no plans to issue a statewide mask requirement at this time, but also won't preempt local regulations. So there you go. That's where the local politicians are going to gather together in the best interest of your health and force you to wear masks. And all of us to wear masks. Now here we go. Here's Florida political roundup of regulations in the Sunshine State. Okay? They're going to go by each county. Alachua County. While a mask requirement has been on the books some time, county officials announced it would be enforced with fines beginning on June 25th, reports WCJB. Okay? Now, if you don't comply in Alachua County, there will be fines. Now, what those fines are, it doesn't specify, but in other counties it does, and we'll go through it. Now, code enforcement, we all know who code enforcement is. They're the ones in the Gestapo white trucks going around enforcing code violations on people that don't adhere to their strict rules. Okay? That's how they cycle the money from the people who work for a living. Okay, who are enslaved to work for a living, I should say. Now, let's continue. Code enforcement plans to go to businesses with high levels of complaints and offer a warning and free mask. But then individuals who refuse to comply will be fined $125 of the money they enslave you with and cycle from you for a first offense if you do not wear a mask. Now, $250 on the second and $500 and a court appearance on the third. So see, they're going to make sure they give you the Masonic 3 before they put you in their Masonic jail for a little vacation. Now let's see, $125 for the first one. 250 for the second, and 500 for the third. All right, these guys are cutthroat. The most recent order also includes requirements on signage in businesses where masks are mandatory. Okay. Oh, are you kidding me? They want to make it clear to everyone that the Gestapo's in place, and if you're not doing exactly what they tell you to do, there will be consequences. This is getting like Nazi Germany, people. Oh, okay. Since government offices reopened to the public on May 18th, reservations were required and the use of face masks encouraged. Florida Today reports. Okay. Broward County. The county issued an emergency order April 10th saying individuals must wear face coverings. Now, Broward County is near Miami, just to give you a reference of where it's in South Florida. Now, the county issued an emergency order on the 10th of April saying individuals must wear face coverings when visiting essential businesses in cases where those businesses involve direct interaction between workers and the public. Okay. NBC 6 South Florida reports. Now, Duval County, that's in Jacksonville. That's where Jacksonville's at. Now, officials issued a mask order beginning at 5 p.m. and getting very specific, June 29th. So that's the requirement applies to public and indoor spaces. Reports News 4 Jacksonville. Duval County officials made clear the order applied throughout, including in the beachfront municipalities. Okay. County commissioners put in place an order in Gadsden County. County commissioners put in place an order in May for everyone to wear face masks while in public. Okay. Now that was in May. That was briefly rescinded on May 15th, reports, WTXL reports, but was reinstated again May 22nd. It's probably still in effect. Now, Hillsborough County, that is in the Tampa area, an executive order approved on June 22nd, which is recent, okay, by the Hillsborough County Emergency Policy Group. Okay, it was an executive order approved on the 22nd of June by the Hillsborough County Emergency Policy Group. Who the fuck is that? Has anybody ever heard of a county emergency policy group? Now, they just inventing shit on us, you know. This is crazy, y'all. Now, this is how they get the confusion and deflect the blame, you know, where it belongs. Now, it requires facial coverings for employees and patrons at all businesses dealing with the public and where social distancing cannot be maintained. The order was extended but also significantly changed on July 6th, shifting penalties for non-compliance away from business license holders and onto individual members of the public. How was it significantly changed on July 6th, shifting penalties for non-compliance away from business licensed holders and onto individual members of the public? So just a fancy way of telling you they're going to use their employees against you to force you to wear a mask, or you will be asked to leave the establishment. They're using the people that are enslaved to work for a living, and they use your job against you. They know you need that money to survive on the land that they stole from us, people. Now they're going to use that leverage they have against us. It's crazy what they're doing. They're getting us to be Nazi Gestapos for them. It's crazy. And we're just saying, okay. They're telling us to force people to do something against their will. I can't believe this is happening. What are we going to do? We're going to be forced, each and every one of us, to comply with these orders, just like they've made us comply with the orders that they put in place before this coronavirus even came into effect. Before the coronavirus was invented, I should say, to program our minds. I mean, look how they control us already. You know? What have they been doing to us since the day we were born? Did we ask for the birth certificate they gave us? They forced our parents to put on us when we were born onto the land that was created for us? Did we ask to be born in these systems that enslave us? Were we given a choice? No. We have to look at the things that they already do to us, the things that they already program us to comply with in this world. Okay? They force us to wear a seat belt. It's against the law that they created to program your mind with, to not wear a seat belt in your own vehicle, the one you bought and purchased. It's your private property, but how can they be allowed to come into something that you purchased with the money that they enslave us with, but they can come in and tell you what to do with your own private property? You must wear that seatbelt, or else you will get ticketed, and you will pay the money they enslave you with. And it's the same thing. They require you to, against your will, to have insurance on the vehicle that you've already bought and paid for. Okay? It doesn't matter if you're making payments or you've already paid for it. You're still required to have insurance to drive on the land that was created for you. That's forcing us and programming our minds to do something against our will so that we can cycle the money that we're enslaved to work for. These people aren't fucking around with us. They've been doing this shit, programming our minds to obey their commands our entire lifetime. And we just haven't woken up to it or noticed it. That's why I say only die-hard truthers are going to want to not comply with these orders. Only die-hard truthers are going to want to try to find a land to escape from the system that programs us and controls us and enslaves us. The casual truther is going to comply. They've been complying their whole lifetime. We all have been. It's horrible what they're doing to us. They're just restricting the freedoms they never afforded us. Now, exemptions apply, including for certain health conditions and children under 2. Oh, yippee. You'd have to jump through hoops to get exempt through their system. Trust me. Now, county commissioners voted unanimously to put a mask requirement in place beginning June 25th, the Tallahassee Democrat reports. Okay, more political division if you believe in that arena that's programming your mind to be a Democrat or Republican. Divide yourself against each other, and why not? Go ahead. Put your faith in this system. Keep doing it. See what you get? You get programmed and controlled out your fucking asshole. You want to keep living in this system? You want to keep believing in the things that they program your mind with? Or have we gotten serious about truth yet? Or are we ever going to wake up? Let's see. Let's see what people decide to do. I'm going to sit back and be interested in to see what people do when this shit comes your way. Okay? Chairman Brian DeSlodge, whatever the fuck his name is, said he will review the order and local COVID-19 cases weekly to determine when the local order will be lifted. Okay, here we go. Brian DeSlodge is one of the people they named. Okay, so if you're over here in Leon County, go to Brian DeSlodge and tell him you don't want to wear a fucking mask or social distance in this Nazi state they've created. Okay? Now, Martin County. County commissioners approved a mask requirement June 19th for employees at businesses open to public, including grocery stores, restaurants, and retail establishments to wear face coverings. Hey, okay. Yeah, see, they're going to try to veer off the face mask because it sounds too fucking controversial. Now they're going to start calling it coverings. More politically correct for their fucking asses. Okay, don't buy into their shit no matter how fancy they try to make it sound. Now, who's putting this in place? County commissioners. Good luck, because there's no names to fucking blame here. We know the commissioners, how fun they are to fucking try to go up against. You'll never win with these people. Because they approved a requirement June 19th for employees at businesses open to the public, including grocery stores, restaurants, and retail establishments, to wear face masks and coverings. Okay. Now that's where they're forcing the ones that are enslaved for a living and have no choice because they've stolen the land and resources from you. But they're going to force you to breathe the fucking air your body was meant to expel. Okay? Wake the fuck up. Just say no to these cocksuckers. Please, can the public get a fucking spine? They're going to use your fucking asses. Please wake the fuck up. They're going to use your fucking asses against the people that you love in the public. Wake the fuck up. Don't be a Nazi for these cocksuckers who are programming your mind. Wake the fuck up, people. They're creating a Nazi Germany and using our own fucking people against us. They're not using the police yet against us. That comes later when they fine and imprison us for not complying to their fucking programming. Wake the fuck up, people. Do you want to put yourself through a Nazi Germany just because they fucking put something in front of your face without proof? Please, people, wake the fuck up. Please, I'm asking you. I'm asking you, one human being to another, wake the fuck up. You don't have to quit your job. Just get enforced, man, and say, fuck you with the mask. Fuck you with the social distancing. You ain't proved shit to me. What the hell? You're bringing this virus without proof? You're just throwing up numbers that are just ridiculously low. What the hell? What's all this fucking bullshit for? Come on, people. What are we doing as human beings? We're too busy being programmed and still comfortable in the world they enslave us in. This shit, it's not playtime anymore, people. It's time to wake up. Still the epicenter for COVID-19 cases in Florida. Okay, hold on a minute. Okay, this is Miami-Dade County. Let's not miss anything about South Florida. Let's see what Mayor Carlos Jimenez announced an expanded mask order on July 1st to apply to all public, indoor and outdoor spaces throughout the county. Okay? A mask order for everyone. Okay? All public, indoor and outdoor spaces throughout the county. Everywhere. It's supposed to be still the epicenter for the deception for the COVID-19 cases in Florida. This expands an emergency order already requiring employees and visitors to wear face coverings at grocery stores, restaurants, pharmacies, construction sites, public transit, in vehicles for hire, Uber, whatever the fuck, taxis, and at any businesses where social distancing is impossible. The local order discourages the use of N95 masks because they are still in critical supply there. They're cycling the money. They control us with these masks. When you love to have stock, yeah, sure, that shit don't exist. Don't think you can fucking get rich off the system that programs and enslaves you. You got another thing coming. The requirement does not apply to children under 2 and younger or those with chronic pre-existing breathing problems. Yeah, you're going to jump through hoops trying to prove all that shit. Now, the Florida Keys have a face mask rule with a $500 civil fine attached if you do not comply. County commissioners voted May 17th to mandate masks at all businesses for employees and customers. The Orlando Sentinel reported a requirement has been put in place for employees since June 1st. Cities may opt out of the ordinance. Okay. Yeah. Monroe County, Florida Keys. All right. Now, if anybody doesn't know what the Florida Keys are, it's just a road on a strip of man-made land. Not very wide at all. Maybe the width of a couple roads put together. Now, at Nassau County, county commissioners voted to institute a mask mandate for all indoor public places, reports Action News Jax. The requirement went into effect July 3rd at 7 a.m. The rule applies for those over age 6 in places where social distancing is not possible. It doesn't matter, people. Eventually, they're going to get us to, let's see here, Osceola, Orange. Okay. Mayor Jerry Deming signed an executive order requiring all people in public places to wear masks beginning June 20th. If people are in restaurants and eating or drinking, they can take their mask off. They're telling you what to do. Very specific. And how to do it, people. We are their bitches. Okay? If you want to continue, there is no choice anymore. If you want to continue to live in the world that you're programmed to live in, you will comply with their mask order, or you will suffer the consequences that they put into place, whatever it is in your county. Guaranteed. Unless we build a truth community together to get the fuck away from these people who enslave us. They are tightening the reins. Okay. Okay, let's see. I'll tell you what, man. Orange County. This is Orlando, guys. Orlando. Now, this is the mayor telling everyone in the city of Orlando, okay? People in public places everywhere to wear masks, okay? June 20th, already instituted. If people are in restaurants and eating or drinking, you can take the mask off, of course. Like we didn't fucking know it already. Dunce cap? Dunce cap for your pyramid. Cause what's the shape of a fucking dunce cap? A fucking Masonic pyramid, and it fits your head just perfect. Now this dunce cap says employees and people socializing should wear them. Deming said people jogging or otherwise exercising away from other people also would be excluded. Oh, isn't that special? He encouraged businesses to prohibit entry to patrons who do not have a mask. Okay, he encourages businesses to prohibit. You're not coming in, motherfucker. If you want what we have to sell, you're gonna have to be our bitch and do exactly what the fuck we tell you to do. But we still want your money. And we're still here to serve you, even though we're fucking Nazis. Programmed to restrict your natural rights. Don't worry, motherfucker. Alright. You think I'm not mad about this shit? Trust me. And I'm taking I'm taking truth to all these motherfuckers. I'm taking truth to all these motherfuckers. And if you want to come up against me, truth is going to cut you like a fucking razor and you will bleed the fuck out. Because this shit is getting serious, y'all. We're going to have to get out what we got and say, fuck no. Now this Masonic sheriff, Russ Gibson, calling you out, Sheriff, announced that as of April 13th, anyone venturing outside in the jurisdiction must wear a face covering. The use of N95 masks was discouraged. The rule doesn't apply to those. Okay. 2 years and younger. We know that. Now, Palm Beach County, another county in South Florida, excuse me, voted unanimously to mandate masks in public because you will contaminate others with your spittle and your breath. We don't know if you brushed your teeth, and we don't want no stinky breath. Just having a fun. These guys, man, they make it too easy. Too easy. I have to end it here, guys. You see where it's going. Pretty much the entire state of Florida is going to have mask requirements, forced mask requirements for everyone. And if you want to live and survive, you will be required to wear a mask. And if you don't comply, just like if you didn't comply with having insurance on your car, you will be fined. Just like if you didn't comply with wearing a seatbelt, you will be ticketed and fined. The people that are serious about truth, and only the ones that are serious, will not be complying. This will be the dividing line between truthers who are serious on this land that was created for us, and truthers who are just in this as a form of entertainment and just something to do. Where will you fall? We will see. I love you guys. I hope to see you in a world that we can create without these restrictions, because I do love you guys, and I'd hate to think of you in a world such as this. Take care, y'all.